Flint Dilly, and this is our panel for 2023. And I was thrilled that VMAC here. She's fraudulently named Ben. It's really VMAC. That's his code name. I was thrilled that he invited me to do this panel, and I guess it's like 40 years that I've been coming to Comic-Con. And next year will be the 40th anniversary of Transformers, so it'll be. And it's speaking just strictly for me. I never thought I'd be sitting here 40 years later talking about Transformers, but thank you, folks. It was a lot of fun. Now, without wasting any more time, what we'll do, we'll get straight into it. This year is as good a brand team as I've ever seen on any product at any time for any reason. Okay, we got BMAC, Evan, and Delaney, right? And they all have other names under these.
If you guys want to follow us on Instagram, that's where you can find us. And a huge shout out to Marcelo Martiri for making these little icons, avatars of us. Clearly, I always say I'm a Decepticon, so I had to make him make me a little more bad guy than the other two. Evan might maybe like Optimus Prime, so we went a little bit in that direction. And then Delaney kind of gave herself away with her username.
Oh yeah, you can tell who my favorite is.
We should probably talk about how he busted these outfits in like a day.
Yeah, he literally started them on the plane on his flight down to Comic-Con and got them to me 2 nights ago. It's awesome. So huge shout out. Thank you.
I normally sleep on the plane, but that was impressive. So.
All right. Do we want to just like get into it?
Let's do it.
All right. So we're gonna start with Studio Series reveals.
Boom!
All right. So you clearly saw 2 sweeps in the movie, so you know we love our redecos. So we have something going on. Talking about notifications.
Yep, certainly. As you all know, we love our redecos, as BMAC just said, so here's the notification. Our redeco freezer, so he can also work with Scourge and all of our other Terracons. He turns into the blaster, he turns into the turret mode. He's got an alt head, he looks fantastic.
He's got the image head. I was like, man, I can put this on the slider. I'm just going through to the back. Oh, no, that's part of the deco.
That's part of that. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, we have another Rise of the Beast reveal. This is Exosuit.
Yes.
I'm sure people have some questions on this one.
Yes, I get to talk about how this is based off concept art. So, how it doesn't exactly match how we ended up in the movie, but this is what we were working with at the time. We wanted to bring in the exosuit because it was very important to the movie, so we wanted to stick it in the core class. And we thought it would be a fun little figure.
Right. And then you get the Mirage colors in there too, because of course that iconic moment in the movie when they kind of just transform together. It's pretty. Yeah. Oh, I assume everyone is.
It's on digital now.
Yeah, it's been out for like more than a month. Right. Yeah, it's in the clear now. Totally.
I think everybody here's seen it.
I hope so. Considering we're doing 40 this year, I'm going to go out and people might have watched our film. So thank you to all of you for doing that. That was great. All right. Rise of the Beast. More Rise of the Beast. Let's talk about Nightbird.
Yeah, so I think this is one everybody was waiting for to build out their Terracon team. So obviously this is one that Sam Smith worked on. This is Nightbird. And I think she just looks completely fantastic.
Oh yeah.
It's an officially licensed Nissan, so like we couldn't do Mirage only as a Porsche. We had to also make sure we got that beautiful Nissan car in here too.
Yep, she's got those striking purple rims and the gold trim. She just looks completely awesome.
If I don't see a toy photo of just the sword sticking in the ground, it all failed me. All right. We're gonna have the giant debates here about Rumble, whether
this is Frenzy-Rev. In animation, we all know that the colors were different than the original toy, but yeah, obviously we did Core Class Rumble, everybody really liked it, and every day I would get a message when there's Frenzy coming. Here's Frenzy, everybody. Yeah, he looks great. Moving on. It's fine, we're good.
Wait, has anybody here ever seen an actual cassette tape?
Yes.
I just didn't know they knew the reference.
I mean, I think our audience age is,
age out a little.
But yeah, so obviously we did 86 Iron Hide before, so now we have 86 Ratchet. This is spotting our Autobot sign of life is what we're going to call it, instead of the normal design he would have on the shoulders, so I'm going to skirt around that. But he turns into a white ambulance. I think everybody expected this to be coming. So here he is, one of my fan favorite characters. So yeah.
Alright, so That was a lot of reveals really fast, but I think this is the thing I'm really looking for. So, our first official Commander class Studio Series figure. Evan brought us this great idea, and he's like, why don't we make the Commander class Studio Series? We've had it in Generations for a while, we need to do Studio Series. And I was like, well, what's your idea? And then he's like, I want an Ultra Magnus that works with deluxe characters, and I said, let's get done. So,
Well, there was a couple of reasons. So obviously, when we were doing Legacy, we knew that the theme that we were doing was Junkions. And so that kind of plays into why we wanted to do Ultra Magnus. I believe his title on the original tech spec was he was a city commander. So it's like, okay, city commander. He's got to be our first commander. And also, one of the features of this guy, oh, his missiles fell off.
Lost into the bookshelf.
One second. Go right here. But yeah, so, of course, there was a very iconic part in the film where he got blown up. So, one of the reasons that we made him a commander was so that you can actually rip his limbs off. So, this fantastic piece of engineering comes to us from Tomo-san of Rent-A-Car Tomy, who could not join us today, but we actually have a couple of Car Tomy visitors here.
we do.
Yeah.
Can our Takara tell me people to stand up for 1 second? I just want to have the whole room know who you are, get to applaud you. We couldn't do what we do. We have royalty in the house with Ajima-san. Biggie, as he is known, has literally worked on this brand for over
35 years?
If you love Beast Wars, you owe this man some love.
Generation 2 were Beast Wars. It's absolutely fantastic. And I'm not done talking about features. So, when we kicked this off originally, Tomo-san was like, okay, I want his chest to be spring-loaded. And I was like, okay, let's do it. So, whenever you lift up his chest, it springs open, and he comes with a matrix of leadership. It's really fun. He can, because he is commander class, he stands a little bit taller than leader class Grimlock, so we were able to put a lot of that engineering into his articulation. So he has amazing ranges of movement. All of his fingers articulate, so he can do a pointing pose, and then he can also use that to hold an matrix. And another fun little thing, so, as you probably saw, the missiles are separate, which is it's a little thing, but you can stick blast effects, which he comes with the Omega Supreme blast effects in there, just to kind of give him rocket launching power.
Does he have an exploding one?
Sadly, no. So it's just those blast effects. But getting on to the car mode. So one of the reasons that we did him Commander scale was because we wanted to make sure that he could act as a car carrying truck. And make sure that, I don't know, you get a side swipe on there, you can get a red alert, maybe recreate a deleted scene from the movie. Stick tracks in there as well. So he can hold about 3 deluxe car bots, and then you can stick a core class bot in here as well. There is no inner white Optimus Prime. I just wanted to make that clear if anybody was asking. I know some people want that, but that is not accurate to Studio Series, which is why we did it like that. You do not need to take them apart to convert, though. He can essentially transform exactly as the masterpiece, which is why this thing is essentially just a miniature masterpiece. It's a work of art. Other accessories. You know what? He's just going to stay on one of them for a minute. So he comes with his animation accurate blaster, and not the animation air blaster that was Springer's. I wonder why. And then he also comes with the emergency shuttle blaster that he had. We just thought that was a nice little gimmick to put in there, a nice little accessory, and then they can also store.
Clearly you hated working on this.
But yeah, and we just wanted to make sure that he got the treatment he deserved, especially in this commander scale. And then he's just a really fun, solid toy, so I hope you all have fun with him. And then, obviously, after this, we're going to be putting him in a display case so you can see the wonderful Marcelo art and things like that that's on the box.
Fully attached, right?
Fully attached, yeah. We actually didn't bring many, so maybe we will rip them apart and put something and have them put it together.
I'm sure the question everybody's asking, they're going to want to know, when can you pre-order your commander? I don't know the exact date off the top of my head, but my understanding is it will be in August. The whole wave essentially will be for pre-order in August. So everything we showed today, you'll be able to finish out your 2023 Studio Series collection and get it all pre-ordered before the end of the year. I want to give everybody a little bit of a break. Comic-Con might maybe be expensive with a lot of cool things to buy, so we want to make sure you have money to buy our cool things in a couple months or a couple weeks rather. So, all right. Anything else you want to talk about Magnus before we switch into Legacy World?
I don't think so. I'll try to talk to Alex.
Oh, does the Matrix fit in his hands?
He can hold it with his fingers like this.
But not for very long.
It is the same standard size Matrix that we've been releasing with all the other characters.
Oh, what's up?
No, it does not open.
Is it the same as Armada Prime?
No, Armada Prime has a unique design Matrix.
And in the back, what?
It's a unique connection joint just because of the way that it has to connect and hinge because, let me show you the back. Because of how smooth and nice and clean the back is. So essentially it's just a unique connection unto him. Only he can pull this trigger. Yep. Yep. It's on its own hinge. Yep. But it's unique to him.
Cool. All right, so that does it for Studio Series. That's a big reveal. Obviously, I teased that. We hinted it. It was in the panel description. We wanted to save something really exciting for Comic-Con. So let's take a little switch. We're going to go to Legacy. We're going to talk about Evolution. We got some more fun. Oh, no. We have another Studio Series. I forgot. Just kidding. This is what happens when we don't drive to the presentation anymore. So, we have an Amazon exclusive pack. Last year was the 15th anniversary of movie 1. We gave you the Autobot pack. There was a lot of movies in there that people haven't had a chance to get in a while. It's not technically 15 years anymore because we passed the 4th of July, but we wanted to make sure everybody had a chance to get a Decepticon pack. I know there's some figures from the first year. We have a lot of new fans, clearly, that are now fans of our franchise and our brand, so this will be going up on Amazon. This item will actually pre-order tomorrow on Amazon and Hasbro Pulse. I believe it's 5 p.m. Eastern? Look at that, I got it right. So yeah, you'll have your chance to get this, and this will release in November. So, all right. Now I think I'm done with Stu Series. All right. Our first item. This is just a recap. If you haven't seen this yet today, we revealed this morning at our Hasbro press breakfast. This is our PulseCon exclusive. This will be available in September at PulseCon. It should ship pretty soon afterwards. It's pretty much ready. We finally introduced a Minicon into Legacy, something we get asked about a lot. Power Links, this was all Mark being like, I want to do fun things, let me do this, and we did it. And Marcelo actually did this box art too. So
That's awesome. It's nice to finally get a jolt.
yeah. All right, Toxitron, this is the hot button for right now. I know these are coming out. Some people are getting these in hands now. We have that display downstairs. So this is just a recap. You saw this guy back in April. So this is Toxitron, part of our G2 concept capsule per se. So we showed you Toxitron, but then there was kind of a leak by accident, but not. But now we got Grimlock. We can take a look on this next slide. This is that unreleased yellow blue tiger stripe. Evan actually did do this one.
I did do this one. If you guys haven't been to our booth, we have him on display. He is fantastically 90s and hurts your eyes to look at it.
Yeah, Greg Berger will have some comments.
Yeah, I'm sure. We'll have to have Greg hold it when he's in the booth later.
Hello?
Yes.
Perfect. So then we have some deluxes, right? So we have this G2 Jazz, showed up at Tokyo Toy Fair in 1989, never came out. Mark was like, there's these really cool decos that are from this book and you should do them. I was like, all right, let's talk about it. So Jazz also revealed back in April or March, whenever that Collector Con was. The other 4 deluxes have been on display, but let's review them quick here. So we got next, I believe, is Laser Cycle. So you get to see here, nice G2 deco on there. You've got the cool split shields that can be a shield or it can be weapon blades. You can stick them off the side of a motorcycle. That toy is like a mini masterpiece, basically. I forget how many steps it has, but it takes me forever to convert it. So next in the capsule is our I like to call watermelon G2 Mirage. Funny enough, I actually found the original painting for this item in our storage area in the office, and I keep forgetting. I wanted to put it up behind us on a stream to tease everybody, just to make everybody know it was coming, but I forgot. But sometime we'll have to unveil it. It's pretty cool. I just happened to find it in a stack of Transformers. Original artwork, and was like, this is great. So, and then Sideswipe's got that beautiful little sunset graphic on his side and his hood. Again, just these ridiculous 90 colors that definitely hurt your eyes. And then last but not least, we have our dead end, the G2 graphics. So now you can change out your Minosaur if you want to have a little difference on there, have some fun. He will interact as he should with that toy. And then we had our Voyager. This was cloud cover, clearly a cone head that we kind of got to have some fun with. So the idea behind his name was if you look up in the sky and all of a sudden there's a shadow, but you're still seeing sky. It's just weird, right?
Original name by Mark, I believe he came up with
I
it.
do think Mark came up with it, yeah. It was a lot of fun. So that is your Toxitron capsule. They will be available for pre-order, the rest of them, on Hasbro Pulse soon. We haven't hammered all of that out, but they are starting to roll out at Walmart. So like I said, happy toy hunting. That'll be fun. And then Tow Line, this was a kind of surprise reveal for Transformers Tuesday this past week. This is a Target exclusive, a redeco off the Junkion mold. Mark tells us he can now die happy that he has made Tow Line into the Generations line. This was the one thing he wanted to make when we started Legacy. Has those beautiful, beautiful colors from maybe another franchise that we won't name, but we love it.
Oh, okay. So,
New reveals!
this is probably coming out of nowhere, and everybody's like, what? So yes, continuing on with our pre-war pack that we were doing, we were trying to look at and introduce some more characters that maybe haven't gotten a figure in a while. So here we have Javelin and Cascade from the IDW comic. So I worked on these with Shusan over at Karatomi, and they were a lot of fun.
Yes.
We essentially took the Transformers 7 RC body for Javelin, and it ended up working quite well just because it matched the art style really great. And then Cascade is that whole, I'm going to call it female bot body that we used a lot at the beginning of War for Cybertron that was used for everybody. And it fit her design very well. I wouldn't be shocked if the comic book artist did base her body off that, and now she does have a figure.
Yeah, if we look at the next slide, we can see their alt mode. So you can see how they're there.
Yep. I mean, in my head when we were pitching this essentially became a sniper blaster 2-pack, which was just a lot of fun. And it got us some more female-leaning bots into our figures, and that is something that I was looking forward to do.
And on this next slide, you can see the box art here. We kind of went video game versus screen fun. Wanted to do something unique with this pack that clearly state that they are on opposite sides of the war. Her head is fantastic too. We don't get a lot.
Her head is the best.
We don't get a lot of single live bots. We were talking about it. When Flint and I were talking about the panel, I was showing him. It was like,
So here we have the sale. So yes, if anybody's been collecting our exclusive Tetra Jets, there's Hot Link and there's Red Link, but there was never a third unless you count the Sparkless Tetra Jet, and that set off my OCD like crazy because there should always be 3. So we were just like, oh, okay, well we have this color scheme. Why don't we just do that to make our 3-pack then? So now the 3 of them can be complete, and he kind of completes that. So yeah, just an easy redeco. I really like his colors, and I hope you guys like them too.
super fun. Another Thomas.
I think many people have been screaming about this for a while. So here we go. Here we have Nova Prime. I got to work with Kumiko-san on this actually. So this is a partial off of our Galaxy Force-esque Optimus Prime that we released in War for Cybertron. What we swapped out here is we gave him his wings, a new head, and a new chest, so that he better matches. We actually ended up using the Transformers Devastation model as a good base, just because that had a good G1 design aesthetic. And yeah, we think he came out fantastic. We made sure to get the white, the gold, and then the gunmetal brush in there. Yeah, I hope you guys like them.
So these last three that we showed you, they're all Amazon exclusives. They will have limited quantity on Hasbro Pulse. They're part of that 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific pre-order tomorrow. So.
And everything that we've shown so far, we're going to slowly rotate into the case down at the booth, and hopefully by tomorrow we'll have everything updated. So if you pop by the booth, hopefully you can get some more pictures.
Yeah, Medics is actually kind of already hiding in plain sight there.
Yes, he is.
So Medics, he's going to roll out in an interesting way. He's technically a Walgreens exclusive here in the States. He will have limited quantity on Pulse per usual. Canada will have him next month, last I heard. Same with Europe. And we'll talk about some things.
Sorry, did I do that too fast? You said next. I heard next.
So this is our Hasbro Pulse exclusive. We clearly like combiners. We wanted to have some fun, give you something that harkens back to the good old days in the 80s. A nice combiner pack, all in one, everything packed out in vehicle mode, and then we got some animation color difference.
This is toy.
Toy colors.
Yeah. So this is based off the original G1 toys, whereas our previous release was based off animation. So in this, Mark went back and we attempted to recreate a lot of that deco, and I think it looks pretty fantastic. In this, I believe Breakdown also comes with an alternate head. So yeah, it's just a fun pack. It even has like a tech spec on the back to really mimic those old gift set boxes. Our packaging team really had a lot of fun. They came together and really made this pop.
Yeah, and the next slide we got a couple of diorama shots so we really see how dynamic we can pose them out. So yeah, some fun motion there. And then the next slide you can see everybody together, Minosaur using his base and then the 4 cars. And just yeah, this is our gift set. This will come out in October. Nice holiday gift. If you want to get your friends addicted and into Transformers, you get them this Minosaur set. Or get yourself one too.
If anybody missed our original release of the Minosaur set, there you go. Yeah.
Just in time. All right, our last reveal for the day. This is our Shadow Glass 2-pack. We got sides going on with Whisper, and then we have Rodimus, who doesn't love the facial hair Autobot. Clearly biased about that. But, yeah, so this is our Shattered Glass one. This item will actually be available for pre-order on Saturday on Hasbro Pulse. This is their exclusive. This will be our final Shattered Glass item of the year. Go along with your Shattered Glass Grimlock. But maybe there's some opportunities going on here with making a side swipe with the slash in his chest. We don't read that characters.
No, never.
So this is one that Mark worked very heavily with Hisui-san. Hisui-san was very integral to Armada, so he really jumped in and he really wanted to make sure that Whisper worked, that everybody looks great. That deco scheme for Evil Rodimus is just fantastic. Black, purple, and pink red. That's just awesome.
I love everything about this pack. I mean, I'm super in love with Shattered Glass. I got to work on the comics with IDW when I joined the team, and get those variants going. It was just, I don't know. There's special something about just flipping the world upside down. There's also something wrong about saying heroic Starscream. It just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Yeah.
So that does it for reveals. All the stuff we wanted to recap. We do have some trivia we're going to do. We have prizes for people who get that right. And then after we do the trivia, we'll open up some Q&A and answer what we can.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to turn it over.
All right, yeah. So you guys like what you saw there? Yeah. Well, these guys have done a fantastic job, and they got cool stuff coming too.
I'm about to make a very responsible financial decision.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, people always come to me for good financial decisions. Okay, anyway. Okay, so here we got a few trivia questions here. This one was...
Before we start, should we establish rules on how we're going to pick people?
oh, okay, yeah, all right. So, yeah, it's supposed to be game.
I guess we're just going to try
Random.
fastest hand.
Yeah. Fastest
Random.
Yeah, what should we do?
You got to wait till he finishes the question. You can't have your hand up while he's reading.
All right, I'll ask the questions. You guys be the judge of whose hand went up first.
I'll leave Delaney in charge. I'll pick up right.
Okay, there are a couple of questions here Joe Troutman can't answer because he okay, so here we are. How many in the original film, how many of the original Autobots were slated to die in the 86 movie?
I'm guessing 37, 36.
On that specific number. that's.
Oh man, I don't even know the specific number. Yeah, it was typing a whole list of
I think it's
names.
all right behind.
So how many, you asking for like which characters or just like a general?
Just a general statement.
General statement, probably I would say a little less than 12, around 8 to 10.
Okay.
I think the whole
saw-
room kind of said it. So who's next?
I know. I saw.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
room gets this
I think the
award.
room gets that one.
Well, should we make up a sudden death question?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll make
Don't
it.
blab the answer out before people put their hands up. Okay, that's our first rule. We're just this is like let's play test where you make up the rules when you go along. The answer that is correct. The answer is all of them. Okay.
Whoever blurted that out.
And and to make a long story short, there was a intermediate draft of the script which nobody can find, in which there was the Autobots, the entire 85 product line makes this charge the light brigade into Cybertron, and they all got wiped out. We thought that was a good idea. Nobody else did, so that didn't happen. Okay. All right. Question number 2: Who sang the touch in the acoustic version?
Were you gonna wait for him to finish?
What?
I said they have to wait for you to finish.
Yes,
That
an
is
acoustic
the
version of the touch in the what those Transformer promo stop motion videos.
Okay, I think it was Hand in the Corner.
That would be Jazz.
Jazz sang it, but we need the name of an actor. Well, I can't point to you. You guys better point to
I
something.
think it was our friend in the back right there. Yep.
Me?
Yes, you.
I think it was Dan Bush.
Bingo! All right, give this man a prize.
Damn,
All
that was
right,
an
we have our
confusing
first
question.
prize.
We got
Come on
a
up.
86 movie hot rod for you.
Read.
Jazz was a good answer. Jazz was
That was a good answer. I mean, we have that kind of extra one we didn't give out last
Lots
time.
of time.
I don't know. All right, so
Here's 86 movie Hot Rod. Woo! Woo! Who got the tag?
I was expecting more
all right,
questions.
this one kind of steps out of Transformers a little bit. What other toy franchise was John Machida, who voiced Blur, also a spokesman for back in the 80s?
I know. We didn't try
It was a
to.
little difficult. Yeah.
They don't seem to think it's too hard.
Maybe like a 3, maybe give like a 3-2-1 and then have people raise their hand.
I suppose that is how we'll do that. Thank you. Yes.
Pick it random.
You, right there. You.
Correct.
That would be correct.
We got Toxicron.
Alright, so just to establish, new rules. After you ask a question, we will say 3, 2, 1. Then everybody will raise their hands.
Okay, all right, good.
Well, we're just gonna keep developing until we get this
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is how game design works, folks.
Took us
Just,
40
you know,
years.
in the Almost Human episode, who is the real identity of Old Snake?
Oh, wait,
Oh, you gotta wait.
3, 2, 1. Oh, that might be yours. That might be worse.
I'm gonna go with Captain America shirt. It's.
Damn it, I knew that.
Very good. Yes, it was.
I don't have a Cobra Commander toy, but we'll do a Chris Lana voice toy. We'll get you a.
I love the guy. I love hearing stories about Chris. Thank you, everyone.
I remember the two of them as Cobra Commander or Starscream, you know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, that was that we tried to sneak in as much GI Joe as we could, but you couldn't cross the streams. And on that topic, well, sort of. Okay, who were Marissa Fairborn's parents?
Okay, 3, 2, 1. I saw your hand first.
Damn, the G.I. Joe
Yes.
questions.
Very good. Very good.
We're crossing streams with I got two hands.
Sorry, you guys get
I don't look just like you, Frank.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was the body model for Flynn. Okay. Okay, what character on the Transformers the movie was based on a real person with the same name?
3, 2, 1. You had your hand first, for sure.
Was it Orson Welles?
No, that would be Unicron.
Okay.
We didn't
So
have this
you're
called
next.
Orson
Was it,
Con.
was it Springer?
Nope.
Pain in the back.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bingo. Well, we actually had a question not everybody knew. Yeah, it was Jim McCall's son Daniel, who I met a couple of years ago, who's now, like in his 40s. Okay. Who is the only character to cross from Transformers to Gem to G.I. Joe to Inhumanoids?
3, 2, 1, go.
White shirts, right?
I agree.
Yep.
Yes, you.
Hector Ramirez.
That would be correct, yeah. He was sort of our Geraldo Rivera.
How about a
character.
toxic from Grimlock for that? I thought that one was going to be a little harder.
Nice. Come on, give us.
Here's a real hard one. What was the Lost Transformers movie script name?
3, 2, 1. Easy win.
Transformers: The Secrets of Cybertron.
Bingo. Wow, you guys are good. We got some hard ones. Not everybody knew them. We didn't hear the big one.
No way, corpses.
Try to raise your hand. I don't know if it's on.
So after the movie came out, we got in a lot of trouble for killing Optimus Prime, and none of us. Yeah, as if we did it, I mean, we were obviously acting under orders, okay? But anyway, so
You held the blaster.
yeah. So what we didn't have the heart to tell anybody was we had another one in the pipeline where he was going to get killed again because that just would not have played. What is the name of that story?
3, 2, 1.
Wait, what was the
I saw
question?
him in the front.
Duke from G.I. Joe.
No.
No, it is the episode,
The episode
in which
title.
Optimus gets killed the second time in a zombified form. Not the most tasteful.
Where were you sound? Recording.
In the bucket cap.
Wait, what was the question?
Bucket cap? You.
Very good. Very good.
For you, I have a gift from our friends from Symbiote Studios. I got a little Grimlock plushie. They made some awesome plushies. They have an 86 movie.
It's Grimmy!
They have a Dynamite Slug exclusive this weekend if you haven't had a chance.
By the way, we're all waiting for the zombie Optimus Prime to come out. That's true. It will get you guys in trouble. Okay, who is the only Transformer in G1 to change from a Decepticon to an Autobot?
3, 2, 1. I know. I think I'm gonna see your hand first. Yeah, I think
Skyfire. Skyfire.
How about a laser sight?
Thank you.